Hugh Jackman might be teasing a Wolverine return, Sam Raimi comments on John Krasinski returning as Mr. Fantastic, and I got to talk to Joel McHale about pretzels and Mortal Kombat vs. DC. But before we get into all that goodness, if you're new to the channel, welcome and we're happy to have you. Please tap that subscribe button, and if you'd be so kind, hit that thumbs up button while you're at it. It's the best geek news. Hello, I'm Chris Killian, and I've got some spaceship repairs to work on today, so it might be a bit of a shorter show, but that doesn't mean I don't have some good stuff lined up for you.
You better.
Yesterday, Hugh Jackman shared a photo of himself staring at his phone with a surprised look on his face, and the internet immediately assumed that Jackman must be reading the Deadpool 3 script.
What?
He was in his 50s. He's not reading scripts on his phone?
Go f yourself.
Look, I want him to come back too, but that man has an assistant who hand delivers scripts on freshly printed paper, or an iPad that self-destructs as soon as he's finished reading. If this picture has anything to do with Logan at all, it's probably him watching the video where the Russos said they'd cast Chris Evans as Wolverine.
I understood that reference.
Speaking of Wolverine, in an interview with the Post-Credit Podcast, the writers of Deadpool 3, Rhett Reese and Paul Wernick, commented on what qualities the MCU's Wolverine needs, recommending the studio go with someone shorter this time, like Zach Galifianakis or Patton Oswalt.
By that logic, every time I go to bed at night, I am Wolverine.
Then they came to their senses and said they'd go with an undiscovered person.
Good thinking.
In the audio commentary for Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, director Sam Raimi commented on John Krasinski's casting as Reed Richards, claiming that, quote, because this is an alternate universe, I think Kevin said, let's make that dream come true, which naturally has fans freaking out that Krasinski won't play Reed going forward. Today, Disney dropped the first teaser trailer for Hocus Pocus 2, which is coming to Disney Plus in September, and while it's nice to see the Sanderson sister witches return, it's a little bittersweet there's no Binks the cat.
Away, beast!
Today we got the first trailer featuring Robin's gameplay in Gotham Knights. Now this new trailer for Gotham Knights lasts a little under 2 minutes, and it better highlights many of the tools and abilities that Robin's gonna have at his disposal in the game. As expected, many of Robin's attacks center around his iconic bow staff, and I really need you guys to tell me what you think of this game. I'm cautiously optimistic, but some of the stuff they've released for it makes me a little hesitant to get too excited, like Red Hood spirit hopping or Robin phasing around like he's Nightcrawler. Last week I got a chance to chat with Mr. Joel McHale for Roll Gold Pretzel's Gold Hunters campaign as they celebrate being 106 years old by giving away more than $106,000 in gold bars. So obviously we talked a great deal about pretzels. But I also got a chance to chat with him about voicing Johnny Cage in the animated Mortal Kombat films and what that's leading up to. Please tell me that you're going to voice Johnny Cage in a Mortal Kombat vs. DC crossover film. Just please.
I have not heard If I Am Not or Yet. Wait, is there an all animated one?
Well, that's why I was hoping that you would tell me. I don't know.
No, I don't. Not that I've heard.
It would be, I mean, if they feel like just losing money, I guess, maybe they're not going to do one.
Right. They don't want to make a huge amount of money on that crossover. I'm available, guys.
They got to make a Mortal Kombat vs. DC film. Anyway, for more details on how you can win gold bars from Roll Gold, check out the entire interview on Comic Book's YouTube page or visit ComicBook.com.
I'm on it.
And that's that for Tuesday. You guys are the best, and I appreciate everyone who makes it this far into anything on the internet. Make sure you turn on notifications for future videos, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. All of the stories in this video came from articles written on ComicBook.com, so if you'd like to read more about some of today's news with your very own eyeballs, feel free to head over to ComicBook.com, where we work 24/7 to keep you all up to speed on the latest news. You can also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and more, all of which are linked below. If you're someone who likes listening to other people argue for hours on end about this sort of stuff, we've got you covered there as well with Comic Book Nation, hosted by Kofi Outlaw every Friday, or our Marvel-focused podcast hosted by my best frenemy, Brandon Davis, on Wednesdays. If you want some behind-the-scenes antics or previews of my cosplay, or you want to know what it's like to live on a spaceship for months at a time with no genuine human interaction, find me on Instagram at CKComedy or Twitter at Chris Killian, all links below. Once again, make sure you like the video, subscribe, and turn on notifications, and give yourself a pat on the back for making it this far into the video. It's great. I can't believe you made it. See you tomorrow.